one of the first issues that has to be addressed there would be the amount of revenues that the state brings in through all its various taxes. Our business taxes are still $70 million off the high of 2008, right before the recession hit. There's a lot of room for New Hampshire to establish a more welcoming atmosphere for businesses, and certainly ways of tweaking laws to not discourage small business owners.
Embedded in my answer was education, infrastructure, job training, and again, in order to care for the most needy in our state, you have to seriously consider revenue options and have a really concrete debate about that and moving forward. We need to consider all options in terms of what we're going to do in terms of long-term energy problem in the state of New Hampshire and on our grid, including energy efficiency, conservation, transmission enhancements, linking up to the wind farm in Maine. It's about considering all options to deal with our energy problem. And incidentally, that's a big issue in terms of reducing costs for businesses and residences and helping our economy move forward.
And we've received the endorsement of several labor unions. The unions have set enactment of expanded gambling as one of their top priorities. With these union endorsements, how free would you be as a senator to analyze without bias any expanded gambling bill and to perhaps vote against a gambling bill, since it would be in direct opposition to your union support?
Well, as you know, Kass, I'm more reluctant on gambling than your position. I have more strict criteria. Kass is, and I agree that we need to look at the revenue projections, but I've laid out further criteria. I've laid out that I said that the Capital Center for the Arts, I don't want to see it go under. With an entertainment venue and a casino, if there's any possibility that the Capital Center for the Arts goes under, I'm not going to vote for the bill. I've laid out other criteria too, grounded in my experience working with people with addiction. The bill would have to have adequate resources and safeguards to deal with the issue of gambling addiction, or I wouldn't vote for it. And I'm very concerned about the issue of proliferation. So those are additional criteria that I've put in, and so my criteria are respectfully more demanding than what we've heard, and so that's how I review gambling legislation.
Ms. Ardinger, would you like to state your position on that? Because I'm afraid Mr. Feltus might have put some words in your mouth on that.
Yes, that's been happening tonight. My position on expanded gambling is that I need to know a series of facts that are not knowable at this point before I would make a decision. It would really involve a very intense process of analysis. The things that I need to know are what are in a bill, what's contained in a bill. I certainly would expect that it would have treatment for addiction. I would expect that it would have issues that would protect local places like the Capitol Center. I've never said otherwise. I would want to know what are the realistic estimated revenues that would come from a casino. What we know now is that there is a glut in New England, and I believe that if we look at the estimates closely, they would be a little bit high, and I would want to make sure that we're getting realistic revenues, because if they're too low, it's not worth it, because the cost to gambling would be higher than what we would be getting in return.
All right, thank you.
I had several other factors, but I'll hold.
I just want to say, for me, I'm not running to be a state senator. I'm running to be in the state senate to get things done for everyday people. That's why I'm running. And I wanted to give up a job that I love, where I was helping people, if I didn't genuinely believe I can help even more people in the state senate.
My community-based campaign, based on listening to people and asking questions and working together on solutions, is what I know best, and it's what I do best. If you want to know how successful I'd be as a state senator, look at what I've done in my community and the 3 schools I helped to build.